Hello everyone, Scooty 007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 1-5 Detroit Tigers taking on the 2-5 Boston Red Sox. This is game one of a three-game series between the Tigers and Boston. Tigers come into this game off of a two-game winning streak. Boston on a two-game losing streak, trying to snap that here at home with the home opener. And here is the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers. Leading off the shortstop, Edgar Rentia. Batting second, the second baseman, Presidio Polanco. Batting third, the designated hitter, Gary Sheffield. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Maglio Ordonez. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Miguel Cabrera. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Carlos Golan. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Ivan Rodriguez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Jacques Jones. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Brandon Ing. On the mound for the Boston Red Sox, it is Daisuke Matsuzaka. Comes into the game with one loss, a 4.50 ERA, 12 innings pitched. Allowed 7 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 8 walks. We're here at historic Fenway Park. Gives nothing to strikeouts, plus 4 to walks, and nothing to home runs. And with that, we are ready to start as Edgar Rentia steps up into the batter's box. He's batting at .273. Here's the pitch. .53, that's going to be a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 plus the rating of plus 4, so we're adding 14, that's a 21, that's a 5. And we start the game off with a walk. Infield coming in to double play depth as Placidio comes up. He's batting a .368. Strategy rolls a 14. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-3. That's going to be another walk plus. And that's going to walk the first two batters as we go to Gary Sheffield. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is an 8. Sheffield batting a .333. 3-5 range play. 1-2 fly ball to Ramirez. Fly ball out there to Ramirez. Ramirez's range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. That's going to be a base hit. All right, let's see if Edgar will come around and score. Edgar's base run rating is a 2, and he came from second. He'll go home on a +1. So that's where the 2 comes in. And that is a 2. That's a 2. Edgar comes around to score. Placidio gets the stop sign as he holds at second, and 1 run is scored. Maglio up. He's batting in .490, .409. Strategy roll 6. Here's the pitch. 1-3. That's a blank. 5-3. Fly ball to Ellsbury. Out number 1. And that's going to hold Placidio at second. Miguel Cabrera up. Cabrera batting a .316. Strategy roll 9. Here's the pitch. 3-1 double star. Fly ball out to Ramirez. out number 2. That's an auto out, too, by the way. Miguel Cabrera, that's going to bring up Carlos Guillen. Guillen batting a .292. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 11. Tigers holding off. 5-4. Strikeout plus. We had 10. That's an 18. That's an 18. Struck him out. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom, and 2 left on for Detroit. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Leading off, the second baseman, Dustin Peoria. Batting second, the first baseman, Kevin Yorkills. Batting third, the designated hitter, David Ortiz. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Cleanup position. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Mike Lau. Batting sixth, the right fielder, J.D. Drew. Batting seventh, the catcher, Jason Vertek. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Julio Lugo. On the mound for the Tigers, it is Kenny Rogers. 1 win, no ERA, 7 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. And here's the pitch to Dustin Peoria, batting a .185. 5-5. That's a blank. 3-3. Ground ball to Rentia. Out number 1. All right, and that is going to bring up Kevin Yorkills. Yorkills batting a .150. Here's the pitch. 2-4. Possible error. 5-3, and that is going to be a ground ball to Rentia. Rentia's range error is on a 1-7. That's a 10. No error there. And that is going to bring up Big Papi, David Ortiz. Batting a .207. Here's the pitch. 1-5. That's a blank. 5-1, pop up to third base. No outs there. And that is an out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to after 1, Detroit 1, Boston nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's Ivan Rodriguez, Jacques Jones, and Brandon Ing due up. Here's the pitch to Ivan. He's batting a .318. 1-6 range play at Fenway Park. 4-5, fly ball out there to Drew. Drew's range is on a 1-2. That's a 4, and that's going to be good for a double. And Rodriguez is on with a double. And that's going to bring up Jacques Jones. Jones batting a .133, strategy roll 5, infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. .16 range at Fenway, 1-3, ground ball to Lugo. Lugo's range is on a 1-2. That's a 1. As Ivan will go to third, Lugo will toss that over to Yorkills, out number 1. And Detroit has a runner in scoring position. So it's going to bring up Brandon Ing. Ing batting at 50. Strategy roll 11. Here's the pitch. 6-3 strikeout plus. That's 25. That's a 4. Struck him out. 2 outs. We go to the top of the order. Here's Edgar Rentia. Rentia batting a 273. Here's the pitch. 5-6. It's going to be a walk. That's an 11. The 12 is too high. 1-3, and that's going to be a single to Lugo. And that's going to drive in Ivan, as he'll come home to score on that base hit. Placidio up. He walked his last time up. Strategy roll 10. Here's the pitch. 4-6 home run chance on a 1-16. That's a 15. The 20 is too high. 4-1. Power hit to Ellsbury. That's going to be a 15, and that's going to be a fly ball out. And that is an out. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and one left on. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Manny Ramirez, Mike Lau, and J.D. Drew due up for Boston. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. Ramirez is batting a 167. 6-6 blank. 6-1 double star 4. Ground ball to Placidio. Out number 1. Mike Lau batting a 148. 6-4. Home run chance on a 1-13. That's a 6. And that's a 4. That's a home run for Mike Lau. That ball is going back, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run from Mike Lau. And he hits it over the green monster into the seating area, probably into someone's drink. And it puts the Red Sox on the board. 1. They cut the lead down to 1 with that solo home run over the big green monster. That's going to bring up J.D. Drew. Drew is batting a 286. 3-1 strike. That's a 14. The 17 is too high. 4-3 ground ball to Gulen. Out number 2, and that's going to bring up Jason Vertek. Vertek batting a 200. Here's the pitch. 2-3 strike it. That is a blank. 4-2 double star 6. Fly ball out to Jones. Out number. And that is out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on after 2. Detroit 2. Red Sox 1. Go to the top of the third. It's Gary Sheffield, Maglio Ordonez, and Miguel Cabrera due up for the Tigers. Gary Sheffield, 1 for 1 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. 6-3 strikeout plus. That's a 21. That's a 17. Struck him out. Maglio Ordonez, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-3, strikeout plus, that's a 17, that's a 6. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera 0 for 1. 6-6 question mark. Double star and a 1, that's a 6. 2-4. Fly ball out to Ramirez. Out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors as Dice K retires the Tigers in order. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Jacoby Ellsbury, Julio Lugo, and Dustin Peoria due up for Boston. Here's the pitch to Jacoby. He's batting a 188. 6-4 home run chance on a 1 to 13. That's a 12. We need a 3 or less. The 6 is too high. 1-1. Ground ball to Cabrera. And that is going to bring up Julio, who's batting a 381. 5-5 blank. 4-3 double star. Ground ball to Polanco. To second base, who catches it, throws it over to Gulen to make the out. We go to the top of the order. And here is the pitch to Dustin Peoria, who's 0 for 1 on the day. 3-6, that's going to be a walk. That's a 13. The 20 is too high. 4-3 power hit to Jones on a 9. That's going to be a double. And Peoria smacks a double out there to the Green Monster. And that one goes past Jones. And that's going to bring up Kevin Yorkills. Yorkills 0 for 1. Straduel 12. Here's the pitch. 3-2 blank. 1-4. That's going to be a double. And it hops off the wall in that little triangle area here at Fenway, and that's going to bring a double. Kevin will go to second, and here's score Dustin Peoria. And that's going to bring up David Ortiz. Ortiz 0 for 1 on the day. Straduel 13. Here's the pitch. 2-4, possible error. 4-1, that's going to be a single to Polanco. Error rating is a 3, that's an 11, no error there. And David Ortiz gets on with a base hit. So let's take a look at Ortiz's stats so far for the season. He's played in 8 games, 31 at-bats, 1 RBI. Average right now of a 226 is what he started off with. All right, runners on the corners, and that's going to bring up Manny Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 1. 2-4, possible error. 3-2, ground ball to Cabrera. Error rating is a 2. Cabrera's error rating is a 1 to 20. That's a 1-base error as Cabrera boots the ball. So that's going to drive Kevin home Yorkers will score. Ortiz will go to second, and he gets the stop sign. And Boston now has a 1-run lead here in the third inning. That's going to bring up Mike Lau. Lau, 1-for-1 with that solo home run, a run, and an RBI. Here's the pitch. 4-3 blank. 5-1 double star 3. Fly ball out there to Ordonez. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. We go after 3. Boston 3, Detroit 2. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Carlos Guillen, Ivan Rodriguez, and Jacques Jones due up for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Carlos Guillen. Guillen is 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout. 4-4, wild pitch. We're going to re-roll. 1-2, strikeout plus, that's an 8. That's a 3. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Ivan Rodriguez. 1-for-1 on the day with a double and a run scored. 3-1, double star. Fly ball out there to Ellsbury. Out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Jacques Jones. Jones 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. 5-3, walk plus, that's a 25. That's an 8, and they walk him. So we have a steal attempt. However, that's going to be a 0. It's going to be a 1. And he gets caught stealing. As we do follow strategy in this replay. No runs, no hits, no errors. And none left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's J.D. Drew, Jason Verdick, and Jacoby Ellsbury due up for the Red Sox. Drew, 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. 4-4. Strikeout. That's a 14. That's a 12. Struck him out. All right, Jason Verdick up. Verdick 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. 6-1 blank. 6-4. Fly ball out there to Ing. Out number 2. Jacoby Ellsbury up. 0-for-1 on the day. 5-2, hit by pitch. That's a 10. That's a 17. Kenny Rogers gives a +2 to hit by pitch. 4-2, power hit to Jones. That's going to be an 11. That's going to be a double. And that is a deep double, as Jones has to go back to the Green Monster to get that. Steal attempt for Ellsbury. That's a 7. And he stole 3rd. And he's safe at 3rd. Julio up. Here's the pitch. 4-1. Strike. That's a 10. That's a 2. Struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Red Sox leave 1 stranded. After 4, it's Boston 3, Detroit 2. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Brandon in, Egorentia, and Placidio due up for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Ing. Ing 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout. 6-5, Strikeout plus, that's a 25. That's an 8. Struck him out. Edgar Rentia up. 1-for-1 with a walk, a run, RBI. 3-5 range play. 6-3 single to Peoria, whose range is on a 1-4. That's a 1, and he makes it, throws it over to York Hills for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Placidio. He's 0-for-1 with a walk. Here's the pitch. 4-1, strike. That's a 4. The 17 too high. 2-5, power hit to Drew. That's an 18. That's going to be a fly ball out. No runs, no hits, no errors, as Boston retires the Tigers in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Dustin Peoria, Kevin Yorkills, and David Ortiz due up the Bo Sox. Here's the pitch to Peoria. He's 1-for-2 on the day. And that is going to be 5-6. That's a blank. 4-4, ground ball to first. Out number 1. Kevin Yorkills, 1-for-2 on the day with a double, a run, RBI. Pitch. 4-2 range play at Fenway. 1-6. Jones's range is on a 1-4. That's a 2. That's out number 2. And that's going to bring up David Ortiz. 1-for-2. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Possible error on a throw. 4-5. Fly ball out there to Ordonis. And no out. And no error there. No runs, no hits, no errors after 5. Boston 3, Detroit 2. We go to the top of the 6th. It is Gary Sheffield, Maglio Ordonis, and Miguel Cabrera due up. For the Red Sox, here's the pitch. For the Tigers. Sheffield, 1-for-2 on the day. 4-4, wild pitch. 5-6, that's going to be a walk. That's a 22. That's a 12, and they walk him. Baglio up. He's 0-for-2. Strategy roll 12. Infield coming in to double play depth. 5-1. That's going to be a strike. That's a 7. That's a 1. Struck him out. And that is Dice K's 7th strikeout of the game. Sheffield gets the steal attempt, and he'll go to second. And we're going to check here. It's a 14. That is no error there. Two-two, double star. Fly ball to Ellsbury. And Sheffield will get the hold. Carlos Gullin up. He's 0-for-2. Here's the pitch. Struck out his last time. 4-6. Home run chance on a 1. That's a 2. Too high. 2-3. double star 2, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Ellsbury, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Manny Ramirez, Mike Lau, and J.D. Drew due up for the Boston Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. Ramirez 0 for 2 on the day. 2-2 at the ballpark. Six-5, double star 5, ground ball to Cabrera. Out number 1. Mike Lau up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a home run, a run, RBI. Here's the pitch. 5-2 hit by pitch. 10-15 too high. 1-4, that's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop. Rentier gets it, tosses it over to Golan for out number 2. J.D. Drew up. Drew on 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 3-1. That's going to be a strike. That's a 14. 17 too high. 5-6, pop up to Golan. Who will make that play? No runs, no hits, no errors. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning as the Tigers retire the Red Sox in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 6, it's Boston 3, Detroit 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It is Ivan Rodriguez, Chuck Jones, and Brandon Ing due up for Detroit. And Daisuke is tired, so they are going to make that call to the bullpen. And they're going to bring in Justin Masterson. Actually, they're going to bring in Chris Smith. Sorry, they're going to bring in Chris Smith. And that's his card right there. All right. Chris Smith has 1 win, 2 innings pitched, no ERA, no hits, no strikeouts, and 3 walks. Alright, and he's going to face off against Ivan, Jock, and Brandon. Taking a look here at the stats for Daisuke Matsuzaka. He won 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. ERA of a 4.0. 4-6 home run on a 1-3. That is a 3. 18 too high. Needed to be a 6 or less. 5-1. Power hit to Drew. That's going to be a 3. That's going to be a base hit. And Ivan Rodriguez is on with a base hit. So, runner on first, infield coming into double play depth. Jock Jones 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the pitch. 4-1. That's going to be a walk. That's a 15. That's a 15. And they walk him. Verdict going to go out there and talk to Smith real quick on the mound. Strategy rolls a 12 as Brandon Ing comes up. Ing 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Here's the pitch. 1-3, possible error on a throw. 6-6, line drive to Lau. Error rating is on a 4. That's going to be a throwing error. And that's a one-base error. And 1 out with runners on first and with runners on second and third. That's going to go to the top of the order. That's going to bring up Edgar Rentia. Two, three, possible error. 5-2, ground ball to Lau. Error rating is a 10 on that. Lau's rating is on a 1-6, no error there. Are they going to try to score? No. So the out is at first. So 2 outs, runners on second and third, and that's going to bring up Placidio. Here's the pitch. For 4, range play. And that is going to be 6-1, double star. Fly ball out to Ramirez, going back to the Green Monster. That is a 1-3. That's a 1. And Singh take me out to the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. And 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Jason Verdick, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Julio Lugo due up for the Bo Sox. Let's take a look at the score after 6.5 innings have been played. Detroit scoring in the first and in the second inning. Boston came back in the second inning to cut that lead down to 1 with that solo home run. And then 2 runs scored in the third. And nothing yet since the 4th inning. Detroit right now, 2 runs on 4 hits with 1 error. Boston, 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. So, Kenny Rogers can face 2 more batters. They are going to leave him in. But here's the pitch to Jason Verdick. Verdick 0 for 2 on the day. 2-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Fenway. 4-1, ground ball to Cabrera. Out number 1. Jacoby Ellsbury up. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-2 range play at Fenway. 2-5 double star 2. Ings ranges on a 1-3. That's a 2. And he takes that hit away. Kenny Rogers now tired as Julio will come up. He's 0 for 2, 1-3. That's going to be a walk. And that's going to be a base hit. Well, not a base hit, but they walk Julio, and that's going to bring up Dustin Peoria. They're going to leave him in. Call to the bullpen has been made. Bullpen warming up, 4-1. That's a strike. That's a 4. The 8 too high. Go to the top of the order. Peoria is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. 4-3. Power hit to Jones. That's a 12. That's going to be a triple. Julio will come around to score, and that is an insurance run for the Bo Sox, as they now have a 2-run lead over the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on third, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Kevin Yorkills. And that is going to do it for Kenny Rogers. So we have a right, left, right coming up. And they're going to bring in Freddie Dulles. Actually, Joel. Yep, they're going to bring in Joel Zumaya. Let's take a look at his card here. Does have a special K. Up. Before we get to that role, first time we're seeing him in the season. So his actual stats are no wins, 2 losses, 1 save, a 3.47 ERA, 23 and 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 42 hits, 22 strikeouts, 18 walks. The stats for Kenny Rogers: 6 and 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of 1.97. 2.5, that is going to be a walk. That's a 14. That's a 9. And they walk Kevin. David Ortiz is up. He's 1 for 3. 5-5 double star. And that is a fly ball out there to Ordonez to end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top after 7. It is Boston 4, Detroit 2. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Gary Sheffield, Maglio Ordonez, and Miguel Cabrera due up for the Tigers. We have a new pitcher on the mound for Boston, and that is going to be David Arizmad. Let's take a look at his card. David has already pitched 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look here at the stats for Chris Smith. Smith went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, no ERA. Pitch 5-1. Walk plus, that's a 32, that's a 1. And they walk him. Strategy rolls a 1. Maglio Ordonez is up. He's 0 for 3 on the day. 2 strikeouts. 1-1. That's a walk. That's a 15. The 16 is too high. 2-4. Single past second. And that puts runners on first and second as Miguel Cabrera comes up. Pickoff attempt. David doesn't pick anyone off, but I still show that off. That's a 19. 4-5. Wild pitch. 18. Nothing happens. 6-2. Double star 2. Ground ball to low. And it's hit towards the line with the defense force at third or double play. They're going to go for the force at third. So with that, that is going to be Sheffield is going to be forced out at third. And Adonis will go to second. And we have a runner now on first and second. Carlos Gullin up. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 3. 5-6. That's a strikeout. That's an 8. That's a 6. Struck him out. Ivan Rodriguez, 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 5. 4-3, strikeout plus. That's a 20. That's a 19. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Manny Ramirez, Mike Lowell, and J.D. Drew due up. They're going to leave Joel in. All right, here's the pitch to Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 3 on the day. 6-2, walk plus. That's a 30. That's a 6. And they walk him. Mike Lowell up. Lowell is 1 for 3 with a home run, a run, RBI. Strategy roll 9. Here's the pitch. 3-6. Blank. That's a 2, and that's a strikeout. Struck him out. All right, infield at double play depth as J.D. Drew comes up. Drew 0 for 3 on the day. 1 strikeout. 1-4, strikeout plus. That's a 19. That's a 7. Struck him out. And that is going to bring up Jason Vertek. Joel is now tired. 3-1 wild pitch. And that's going to do it for Joel on that wild pitch. We got to finish the batter. 6-5. Fly ball out there to Ordonis. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. After 8, Boston 4, Tigers 2, we go to the top of the 9th. It is Jock Jones, Brandon Ing, and Edgar Rentia due up. And they are going to bring in Craig Hentz. Actually, they're going to bring in Manny to come in and to close out this game. Does have 2 saves on the actual season. First time we're seeing Manny come in. He's got 1 win, 2 losses, 2 saves, a 3.27 ERA, 74 and 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 55 hits, 72 strikeouts, and 27 walks. First time we're seeing him in the replay. Taking a look at the stats for David as Smith. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, no ERA. All right, he's going to face Jock, Brandon, and Edgar due up. Taking a look at the box score, and that bottom half of the 7th inning, Boston increases the lead by 2. So we are in a save situation here with that. All right, here's the pitch to Jock. Jock is 0 for 1. Before we get to that, so Detroit once again scored in the first and in the second. Nothing since then. Boston scored in the second, 1 run in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the 7th. It's 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. Detroit 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. And that is going to be 3-6. That's a range play. 6-3, fly ball to Ellsbury. Ellsbury's Rangers on a 1-4. He's waving off Ramirez as he comes over to help him. That's a 4. That is an out. He makes the play, and that's one away as Brandon Ing comes up. Ing, the center fielder, they are going to pull him, and they're going to bring in Matt Joyce. Joyce to pinch hit. 2-6 range play. 5-2. Ground ball to Lowe. Ground ball up the middle to Lowe. Lowe's Rangers on a 1-4. That's going to be a double. And with that, Joyce is not going to run. And they're going to bring in Curtis Granderson to run, to pinch run. We go to the top of the order. Here's Ego Rentia. He's 1 for 3. 5-4 strike. That's an 8. The 13 is too high. 6-3. That's going to be a single to Peoria. And that's going to score Granderson. Granderson will come home. He'll go from second to home. He'll pick up that extra base on a 2-6. That's a 3. That's a base hit. Granderson will come home to score. And it's now 3-4. One away, infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch to Placidio. 2-3 at the ballpark. 1-2. That is going to be a double to Ellsbury. And that is going to get the whole sign up. And they're making that call to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Jonathan. Let's see, Hideki? No. They're going to bring in Jonathan. All right, here's the pitch to Jonathan. Jonathan will come in. 2 saves, 2 innings pitched, allowed 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Comes in with 1 out with runners on first, second, and third. Manny gave up 3 hits, 1 run, earned run, went 1/3 of an inning. An ERA of a 30. Strategy rolls a 12. Here's the pitch. 6-4. That's a strike. That's an 11. That's a 5. Struck him out. 2 away. And that's going to bring up Maglio Ordonez. Ordonez is 1 for 4 on the day. 2-4. That's a strike. That's a 7. That's a 2. Struck him out. And that retires the side as the Boston Red Sox hang on to defeat the Detroit Tigers 4-3. Daisuke will get the win. Kenny Rogers will pick up the loss. Jonathan with that clutch save to come in. With that, Daisuke will get the first win. He goes to 1 win and 1 loss. Kenny will also go to 1-1 on that. And Daisuke will get Well, let's take a look here at the stats. Dice K went 6 innings allowed, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts on the day, ERA of 4.0. Kenny Rogers, 6 and 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1.97 ERA. Joel Zuma went 1 and 1/3 inning, allowed 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, no ERA there. Jonathan picked up his 3rd save, or went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 strikeouts. Manny, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, ERA of a 30. So that's going to do it for us here at Boston. Mike Lau picked up his 2nd home run of the season. So that's going to do it for us here at Boston, as the Red Sox win it 4 runs on 6 hits, and 1 error. Detroit, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. Detroit goes to 5-2, and Boston will improve to 3-5. That's going to do it for us here at Fenway Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and remember to click the bell notification to be notified of when new videos get uploaded and when I go live with the 2008 replay with the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams videos here on the channel. Until then, I'm Scoonie007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.